One additional test that we thought would be interesting, and this is purely subjective, so don't feel that I'm being unfair to any of these guns, is we have a Gen 2 Glock 17, a Gen 3 Glock 17, and then the Gen 5. We are going to shoot at short distances, right? Just working trigger, reset, and then our sights, our follow through. We're going to work on that. We're going to fire 10 shots into these targets out there. We're going to record that. This is not a scientific test. My Gen 2 has tens of thousands, I don't know, 40,000, 50,000 rounds through it. So the barrel is not in the same condition as the brand new barrel. However, I think you're going to find very similar accuracy provided I do my part. And I'm going to do my best to be accurate in terms of working that trigger management with my sights. So we're going to start with the Gen 5 Glock 17. We'll fire 10 rounds, and then we'll do the same with the Gen 3 and the Gen 2. Okay, so from this position right here, we are going to fire 10 rounds with each of the 3 Glocks that we have. There were shots that I was throwing out that really has to do with the fact that this is such a new gun and the trigger is just not one that I know, that is far less than the gun is capable of. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the Gen 3, do the same thing. Keep in mind the Gen 2 and the Gen 3 triggers are triggers I know. So that'll be an interesting comparison, but don't beat up on this particular gun, the Gen 5, because I'm not working the trigger as well as I could. All right, here we are, same place. We've got our Gen 3, a gun I know a little bit better. Similar group, that felt better to me, but I know this trigger, so it's what I'd expect. Let's now go to the Gen 2. Much better. So, similar groups from all 3 pistols. The first one we shot, the Gen 5, right? No problem whatsoever. Again, brand new gun, trigger's not broken in, only had maybe 250 rounds through it. I dialed it back in and just went back to a slower press, more discipline with our Gen 2 version, and we were able to get a really good group. So anyway, that's just a side-by-side comparison, 3 different Glock 17 pistols.